Good morning and welcome to 59 Minutes. My name is Levi Kones. It's a wonderful day to even talk about the political happenings of the week, and to have been doing that is Dr. David Matsanga, Pan-African Forum Chairman. Welcome to the show, Daktari, coming to us live from where? I cannot tell. This is not your studio, Daktari.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm live from Athens. I am live from Greece, Athens.
From Greece. But Daktari,
yes, Athens.
I saw that you had posted something about going to Greece to look at, to follow the issue of the IEBC stamps. Is that the case?
I landed in Mombasa yesterday. I was there.
Yeah?
I landed at night this morning. Don't you see my face? My face very fresh.
Let's start with the IBC, because you have been talking about them for weeks now. Here.
Are you not looking at my face? No, are you not looking at my face?
I'm looking at you. I can see how you are.
Yes, I've just arrived and I wanted to do this interview, tell you what I've been telling you that it will happen, and I go home very proudly. I told you that the mess will come, and you were telling me so many stories. Now I have come here to ask you.
I wasn't telling you, I was just telling you that.
Yes.
The election
that what were you telling me?
It's 14 days.
What were you telling me? You are telling me what? I told you that Chebukati will mess up this country.
Sorry?
How many of those people have entered this country? How many people have entered this country? How many of those mercenaries are in this country? How many? Don't talk. Please, I have information today, especially your people from you, especially you people. I have information for you.
What do you have? Tell us.
Don't worry, I'll tell you. You ask your questions.
Daktari, I think there's a lot of...
Ask your questions.
Let me ask, because Kenyans are at loss. There seems to be a lot of...
This guy called William Samoei Ruto is a thief of #1 class. He's a conman #1 class. He's a mafia #1 class. And he can destroy this country.
I think those are very, very strong words. They need to be substantiated.
I am using them. I have gone to London. I have gone to Athens. I know what is happening, boss. Again, you want to doubt me? I told you, you will cry tears. Don't cry for me. Cry for your children, not me. Do you remember what Jesus told you? Jesus told the mothers of Jerusalem, don't cry for me, cry for your children, because they are the ones to suffer. William Ruto is not a straightforward man. He has been doing something behind. He's fully embedded in the IEBC. One of the principles of IEBC is a sales representative. Did you know that? He's a sales representative of the Greek company that printed the ballot papers on African continent. Did you know that? Now you better know.
Well, you have had your let me get in a question, Daktari.
Let me ask you, how on earth a person coming to handle equipment, communication equipment, security equipment, security communication equipment of the government of the Republic of Kenya, have no work permit, have an expired passport, cross over from the villages of Uganda and the mountains of Uganda and the land, cross over from Tanzania and Namanga border and the air, free fall. How many of these people have entered? How many stickers do we know have or we don't have? This election is on your own.
Okay, let's talk about a couple of things, because
I've been telling you, and you have been harassing. You are one of the few people who have been harassing me and saying,
Yeah, but I
it
can't
will
seem
be
to get a
free and
question in
fair.
Daktari this morning. Let me ask Daktari, and I see you're quite on the roll this particular morning. For many people watching the activities of the weekend and also looking at the newspapers, there's an element of what we would say, you know, is a lot. For every election we have had this kind of things, you know. The last election, you remember we had an issue discussing about whether the servers were in Boma, so there was another one, you know, in another different place. There was, of course, the death of Msando, very unfortunate. Now, this particular election, we've got issues with Venezuelans coming into the country. Marasiji, they have come with expired passports. People are wondering, how do they even travel with expired passports? I mean, so many things are not making sense.
My
and
friend,
it looks like we are back in the usual.
My friend, you are the one. Have you finished?
Before an election.
Have you finished?
You know, that cocktail that we normally have before an election happens.
Have you finished asking your questions?
Yes, I have.
You know, you can be found with an expired passport when you came in the country and you did not go to immigration to renew it.
Your country, because you know when you're leaving the country, you must give out your passport. And
Who
the first
told
thing
you?
they check is its validity.
No, the man who came from the airport, you are not understanding. You went to school to read the English language and you have written books. I hate people who have gone to school like you, who don't read the English language of Kinoti. Kinoti told you, the man who was arrested at the airport, he did not tell you he had an expired passport. The two people who were picked from the house where Abdallah somebody had hired them in an apartment are the ones who have an expired passport. Do you know English language or not?
Very well.
He didn't say the guy who came from Colombia. You see why journalists in Kenya have lost the touch. You are pursuing.
We only go by what
pursuing different dreams. What you go by? What that the letter is there.
All right, so let's pick up from where we left. I want us to talk about the issue of the debates. We're supposed to have the presidential debate tomorrow, as you know, and Azimio candidate Raila Odinga has chosen not to participate in the debate. What are your thoughts about that?
First of all, the debate, as I told you the last week, and I was telling you on this show that it will not take place because, Mr. Ness, the debate is not
You
balanced.
said Wajakoya would not come. Looks like you are right on
Yes,
that one.
I said Wajakoya will not come. Why? The debate is, there are not two presidents. There's one presidency, and all the competitors are vying for presidency. You cannot segment the debate. You cannot segment the two competing forces and say tier one, tier two. No. The secretariat that is organizing this campaign, this debate, should come back to the ground and bring all the competitors on one table from 4 o'clock up to 10 o'clock. Ask questions. You can change the panel. No problem. You can change one panel of Yvonne Ekwaro and Latif. Then you bring Ageyo and Lenas Kaikai. You can do that, but you cannot separate the two. If Raila goes for this, he would not have known what democracy is and what rule of law is.
President Uhuru Kenyatta did not show up for the 2017 debate. And Raila Odinga castigated him then as saying that he was not willing to come and answer questions in front of the people. Now, 5 years later, shoe is on the other foot. Surely, should he have just shown up for the sake of the people who are interrogating the debate?
No, didn't Uhuru Kenyatta win? We won. And that's the same strategy we are using. Any more questions you want to ask? Account for it. Is it the TV that we account to? of the population. How many people are listening to this English? We want a thief to explain to himself. Let a thief explain. I agree with Raila Amolo Odinga and Azimio, and we are men. Look at us. We are veterans. We are veterans in this game, and let Ruto know he's fighting veterans. Not only Raila Odinga, but he's fighting veterans across the continent of Africa. And we shall defeat this Ruto very early in the morning with his theft, the way he's bringing his tactics of mafia. We shall defeat him. Raila should not go for this. Listen, Raila should not go for this interview.
Let's not use very
Raila
strong words.
No, I am saying we are fighting mafiadom. Let me use a soft word, mafia. When you have people coming and you are defending them, are you not part of them? Why is Ruto defending the exercise being carried out? Is against the exercise being carried out by the police? If these people came in with private property, private equipment to go and spoil the elections of Kenya, who is going to die? Are they not Kenyans going to die? So when the police doing its job, and you as a candidate come in to defend, it means you know these mafia people who have entered, some with expired passports, in apartments, in Kilimani. Don't I call you a mafia?
Until they give us conclusive. You see, as of now, all we're just hearing is, tales from this way, that way. As far as we're concerned,
maybe for you, sir.
Until we get conclusive reports, where
yes,
maybe investigations, people have been convicted, people are being sent,
I am now saying, maybe for you. But at least for me, I've seen the facts. And I've been on this case for the last 4 years with you. The only thing is that you fear your neighbor and you are not talking the truth.
I don't. So there's nothing like fear here. It's just,
yes.
We don't try to jump to conclusions, Dr.
Haven't you and I, haven't you been interviewing me on the same thing? And I told you Chebukati will mess up the elections? Didn't I? Say and God will cut your hand quickly. Say no. Didn't I tell you on this show that Chebukati will mess up? Didn't I tell you that Chebukati will mess up these elections? No, honestly, say it.
You said something like that, but the elections have not yet been had.
You see now.
We are still 14 days away, Daktari.
You are even putting me in a very tough position by saying I said something like that. Amen. You didn't hear from your television on CAS TV. You didn't hear me tell you that Chebukati will mess up these elections. My brother, let's be honest. This is a very dangerous moment. 14 days to go. 14 days to go. And 14 days to go, we are still talking about ballot papers. We are stickers. We don't know stickers for where. So how many of these stickers have come in the country? Stickers that come direct to IEBC are protected, escorted like money. Why did Chebukati avoid the police to escort the stickers? So how many of these boxes and others that have come in the country without the knowledge of the police? How many of these people have come in without the knowledge of immigration?
Let's move and talk about something else, Dr. We only have about 14 days to go. Only 11 of them are going to be in active campaigns. And then, of course, we take a 3-day break before the elections per se. Now, there are a couple of things that civic education is not exactly, going on so much. We have 10,000 new polling stations. We don't know exactly where they are. And there are a few hitches here and there that IBC is trying to cover. But in as far as the electorate are concerned, it's all systems go. I mean, you saw the rally at Kapkatet yesterday with the Deputy President William Ruto. You've also seen the rallies of Azimio as people are going and, and people are talking. Now, one question that has come up is the issue of the cost of living and with regards to the price of unga, which was dropped apparently this week to 100 shillings. And the question again comes up, was that political? And why would we be using the politics of food to do that kind of thing right now? Why would the government have dropped that, made sure that the cost of unga never increased in the first place to 230 before supposedly dropping it? What do you say about that? The politics of food in a political season and pricing of food. Daktari.
First of all, I'm told by me to say there is no link of your interview on. There's no link. I don't know what you are doing. Is it on TV now?
We are live, Daktari. You're on TV.
There's no link.
Perhaps you just lost it on your end, but we are live.
Not me. People who are calling in Nairobi. You have had the telephones and they have sent text messages.
We are live.
But anyway,
Daktari, we are very much live.
Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead, Connect today. The seriousness of this matter is, if Uhuru does not do something, you will condemn him. If he does something, you still condemn him. Even you people, educated people and authors of books like you still condemn him.
You really jump at that, don't you?
No, honestly, you still condemn him when he has put a
we ask questions
to reduce the cost. You are asking questions in a manner of a sarcastic manner. You are the people.
He's just asking.
You are supposed to educate the masses, but a journalist of the highest caliber, experience like you, Connect Levy, you are asking that, is it political or not political? How can food be political? The man came out and put a subsidy. All countries in Africa, people are putting subsidies to food prices, to oil costs, and other things. So when the president of Kenya puts a subsidy, you call it political. When he keeps quiet, you still call it political. What is it that you want? You want Ruto to put a subsidy, then you can be happy and say, hello, hallelujah, from Tarubo, we have put a subsidy. So Ruto should not be the one talking about the food, because Ruto ate the maize. He even failed to buy the maize of the farmers of the Rift Valley. You have a clip.
Agriculture minister in his day. And that
No,
fertilizer was
look here.
cheapest.
Can I tell you, the farmers in Eldoret, when the senators went to Eldoret, what did the farmers tell them?
Yeah, that was recently. They
The
said
farmers
Walikula.
told them, yes, they said the maize had come from Uganda and the field, the cereals board, and there was nowhere to sell the maize. The farmers in the Rift Valley ended up destroying their maize. And therefore, you complain about food. The same Ruto, who had a deal with Kiinjuri, the Minister of Agriculture. They brought maize from Uganda. They gave private businessmen of Ruto's friends, who are business friends. No, it is there. You can refuse, but you can get your camera and your bag and drive your small car, that small car of yours, up to Kisumu. You know, you have a small car, drive there. Or you want, you can borrow my Range Rover. I'll give you, you can drive up to Kisumu and go to the serious board. The maize is still there, my brother. The maize, the green maize, just turned green. You can't throw it anywhere. The maize that was brought from Uganda by Ruto and Kiunjuri. So Ruto has no credibility to talk about maize. He's just trying to destroy the legacy of President Uhuru Kenyatta. And we shall not allow him to destroy Uhuru Kenyatta's legacy. Let him abebe msalaba yake na chakula yake. Yeye ndiye alileta mambo ya chakula, alileta mahindi kutoka Uganda. We blew the whistle, and the mahindi was known that it was his friends who bought the maize.
Yeah. I need to ask you another question, Daktari. What did you think of the deputy presidential campaign debates last weekend? Last Tuesday. Sorry.
So we have not met since then.
No, actually, we've not. We spoke on Monday, you remember?
Okay. The campaign was excellent, but it turned into a ping pong against Uhuru Kenyatta, who is not standing for the post of presidency or vice presidency. It was a shallow way of UDA deputy president called Rigathi Gachagua to start fighting the president who is not on the ballot. Therefore,
Daktari, can I ask?
No, he could no. Don't
easily
you see? You are
speak
like
about an election.
Why don't you declare yourself as a UDA? Then I can come for you. You are now hiding under this journalist.
Why is that? I'm just asking questions.
You are hiding. No, you are hiding under this journalistic stag and ask, is it you're asking on behalf of Ruto or who?
I'm asking
who
on
are
behalf
you
of the
asking
audience.
For? Okay, you ask your question and I hear.
They want to know the question. Let me do this. Let me take a break because I see our time is almost ending here, so we can restart this again. And then we come back in the next 2-3 minutes and I ask you this particular question. How about that?
You better. I am more than willing to challenge you because you seem to be a UDA member. Now, this guy
We're coming back in 1 minute, Daktari. Then we can pick up from those allegations. Welcome back to 59 Minutes. My name is Levi Kones. Glad to have you here with Pan-African Forum Chairman, Dr. David Matsanga, on to the very final leg of this particular show. Now, Daktari, I was asking you a question. You said ask before, where you are accusing me of being an UDA operative, which, by the way, is very false. I was asking you, isn't it difficult to have a debate on leading the country at this moment in time, and if you're a presidential contender, without referencing the government of the day? Would you prefer they talked and they didn't say anything that the government has done in the last 10 years? A government has been there for 10 years. Because it's hard to remove President Uhuru out of the question in discussing who becomes president.
Kones, thank you very much for that question. That is a bright question. That is one of the brightest questions that I have seen so far you asking this morning.
At least you have accepted.
I don't know.
Huh?
It's one of the brightest questions that I've seen you ask this morning. And therefore, I will answer it this way. It is better you can talk about the government, but you don't talk about a personal family, a family of Uhuru Kenyatta or the first family. What has it got to do with the debate? Because it was almost 200 times being mentioned in a debate where they are not competitors. So that debate was shallow, and the UDA candidate, deputy president, made it very shallow. It could not work, it cannot work, it cannot be part and parcel of a system that we need. What we did not gain anything much apart from hearing the name Uhuru up to the end. They never explained their policies. In fact, they came to debate to discuss. So if Raila is going to come, Raila is not Uhuru Kenyatta. Raila needs to be asked his own questions. So that's why we have advised Raila not to attend, so that he doesn't come to that debate. Let Ruto enjoy the debate, tell Kenyans how he stole the money. That's it. He has his company. Yesterday, the newspaper, the Daily Nation, published companies of Ruto and Raila. Yes, but you see any of the Raila's company that has done business with government? No.
Gas, Daktari.
Yes, but the gas is not for the government. But you see, that's exactly what I told you. I don't know what has gone into your head.
I'm just reading what's there.
No, exactly. If you are reading those names, they attached they also attached annex, which company has done business with the government. And all Ruto's companies have done business with the government. Amaco is doing business with the government. Every company of Ruto has done business with the government and are making money from millions kickbacks of the government. Raila's companies have.
That might
Yes.
mean, Daktari, that it's not just that it's not that they are not there. It's just that they could not trace them.
You have become a spokesman of UDA.
No,
If you
I'm
have
just,
become a
you told me to follow the
tell
English.
me.
According to this English here, non-traced means that, you know, it's just that we could not find them.
Yes, but if the others are traceable.
Which means they could be there, but very hidden. I think Doctor, we lost connection with Dr. At that point in time. Have we lost connection with you? It does
No.
look that way. Oh, he's back. He's back.
I am just asking, why don't you apply for this job of a deputy spokesman?
I just had to ask a few questions. That was all.
No, the question you're asking is irrelevant. You cannot trace any contacts where Raila Amolo Odinga has ever done any job with the government. But the companies of Ruto were easily found that they have been dealing with so many government contracts that where they used to receive kickbacks, including the IEBC and the current situation of standoff in the IEBC.
You know, in your accusation of me being Uda, you must realize that it also means that you're also just holding brief also for the other side. But I'll give you a parting shot. What would you like to tell the people this morning?
Boss,
we only have 14 days.
I have not accused you. I know you. I know you are my son. I know where you belong. But I am down for me to be standing for that side. I want to tell you categorically, yes. I stand for Raila Odinga. Even if you kill me, I will not change.
Yeah. The people who are writing on your social media wall, have you seen? They're telling you you have 11 days, 14 days.
There's no problem. Will I like to sleep where like some of them who don't know.
And the people of Tarbo
sleep.
are still inviting you for a party. They've told you there's a party. You're invited.
You better wait. You better wait. I will come.
For inauguration.
Yes, I will come. Which inauguration? Inauguration of who? This man from Sungoi?
That man from Sungoi.
Going to be
That's what they believe.
They are going to be shocked. They are going to be shocked that if Chebukati had not messed and confused this vote, they would be shocked. Those who are saying I have 14 days, I will go. Will I sleep on a tree like some of them? Some of them sleep on trees. I don't sleep on a tree.
It will be our last show before the election.
Your mother comes from my place. Is there a tree where she sleeps?
Next weekend, I'm saying next weekend will be our last show before the elections. We hope to see you in studio finally. So I
will come in the studio and speak and thank the chairman, Mr. Chebukon, for giving me the opportunity in the last 10 years to be using his television to speak the truth to the Kenyan people and to spread the message of peace from ICC, hunter. I was one of the few people who hunted the ICC down and brought down Ocampo. I want to thank the chairman for having given me that opportunity and the trust that he gave me the leeway to be on the television. Unlike some of the televisions where owners even fear my English because it is too powerful and my brain is too powerful for some of them. They can't even stand any question. None of these journalists can even ask me questions because they don't even know where the Hague is. They don't even know where Greece, Athens is. Look at the way I've just come from Greece and I found no factory. I found the papers being airlifted from Romania to Greece. So if the people who went to Greece to look for printing press, they didn't find it. So you are in chaos yourselves. I am also going to take this opportunity as a parting shot to thank all those people in the Rift Valley who have been listening to my gospel. I want to ask you, it is politics. Your country means more than politics. Always remain peaceful and agree to disagree, like the way I've disagreed with Ruto. I will not harm, I cannot harm Ruto, but I can disagree with him up to the kingdom of God. And we see who will enter the kingdom of God between me and Ruto. I think either both of us, God will refuse us, but Ruto might not enter the kingdom because there are so many economic crimes. There are so many economic crimes that William Ruto has committed against the people of Kenya everywhere, not only in Rift Valley. I am not against him. This is his country. He has joined himself in the Ugandan politics. Let me now take this opportunity to tell you that we know, as we Ugandans who fight for the freedom, we know what Ruto has done against us. But we are also there. Don't forget that one day it could be his, it could be mine one day. I want to tell you this today. Don't judge me. We know what Ruto has done to us in Uganda, and we who fight for freedom of our country. But it is okay. Now that we know where he is, we don't hate him, but he will not get the leadership of this country.
Dari,
The only one remaining in East.
thank you for
The
your time.
only remaining country in East and Central. The only remaining state in East and Central African Republic is East and Central Africa. It's Kenya. Kenya is the model for the people of Africa.
All right.
If Kenya goes down, we are done. The people of Kenya maintain peace, vote and go home. But Ruto will not win this election.
Right. We look forward to seeing you next week for the final segment before the elections. Dr. David Matsanga, Pan-African Forum Chairman, always a pleasure. And have a wonderful, wonderful day, sir. And to all you lovely people watching us across the globe, have a fantastic morning. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you for being here.